She did. I thought she didn't. Like, I would see her and I would be like, does she not like me? Selfie together. And we like took a selfie. She like screwed up. We took a selfie. And then right after the selfie, we just kissed. And
said, if this was a date, I definitely would have dressed like nicer.
Selena Gomez's relationship with Benny Blanco might be the biggest scam in Hollywood right now. Sources close to the couple are questioning everything about their so-called romance. And the evidence is damning. What we're about to reveal will completely change how you see this perfect couple. And fans are already furious after discovering the truth.
like, I would see her and I would be like, does she not like me? Like, and I like, we weren't thinking about anything. I was like, wow, she really like didn't talk to me a lot.
That's right. They hated each other before suddenly announcing their relationship. Industry insiders are convinced this relationship was strategically timed for career benefits, and their own words prove it.
I was always cautious because I always wanted to make sure that I did protect myself. So to be honest, I didn't talk to him very often.
What's really going on between Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco? The disturbing reality behind Hollywood's most suspicious couple is finally coming to light, and it's worse than anyone imagined. Their entire love story began under bizarre circumstances that have relationship experts raising serious red flags. The timeline doesn't add up, and their own stories contradict each other in alarming ways.
Said, if this was a date, I definitely would have dressed like nicer. And he just kind of looked at me and I thought we were on a date. I'm sorry, a nice man takes me out for a drink. I'm assuming it's a date.
I didn't know.
This massive communication failure exposes the truth. This relationship was built on misunderstandings from day one. But it gets even more suspicious. Selena's strange behavior at the beginning suggests she might have been manipulated into this relationship.
Somehow you started sending like selfies where you looked really bad on purpose, like the worst ones.
Yeah, no girl should really, or anyone in their right mind, to someone they would have a crush on, do that.
Psychological experts analyzing this behavior point to concerning patterns of insecurity and self-sabotage. And Benny's reaction? Even more troubling. The most shocking revelation comes from their own admission that they couldn't have dated years earlier, raising serious questions about what really changed.
If we would have met each other when we were younger, it would have never
What
worked.
they're not telling you is that industry insiders believe this relationship conveniently formed right when both needed career boosts. Coincidence? The evidence suggests otherwise. Their relationship dynamics expose alarming power imbalances that have fans worried about Selena's well-being.
This is so funny.
Oh boy.
No. She'll do this and it's really cool. She'll go, I'm feeling a little irritated and I think I need like 25 minutes. And I'll say, okay. And then I give her space. And then after like 5 minutes, she texts me. She's like, hey, will you come back? I miss you.
Relationship therapists call this pattern concerning and potentially controlling. Yet another red flag in this increasingly suspicious partnership. The proposal story contains elements that many find deeply troubling, suggesting possible manipulation.
I thought we had a shoot that day, and I had hair and makeup, and I was doing my regular day, and I just started getting a little frustrated.
Notice how she was completely in the dark and growing frustrated? This lack of transparency appears throughout their relationship, according to sources close to the couple. What's particularly disturbing is how quickly Benny claims he knew Selena was the one, a classic sign of love bombing that abuse experts flag as potentially problematic.
This is my person. Like, I'm going to marry this person. This is the thing. This is what it feels like. It was so different than any of those feelings. And I was like, holy shit.
This rushed emotional commitment came after years of barely interacting. Does that sound legitimate to you? The real truth might lie in Selena's admission about her past relationships and mental health struggles.
I was very reactive. I think that's why I was alone for 5 years, because I really needed to collect myself.
Industry insiders suggest Selena may have been vulnerable to entering a relationship prematurely after this period of isolation, exactly when Benny conveniently appeared in her life. Their working relationship adds another disturbing layer of complexity, with Benny potentially exploiting his position as a producer.
Everything she said, sometimes she'd wake up from a dream and she's like, I had this terrible dream and this is what it was and blah, blah, blah. I write it down, then it becomes a song.
This blurring of professional and personal boundaries has led to speculation about unhealthy dependency and career control. Perhaps most revealing is Selena's heartbreaking confession about not feeling accepted for who she is.
It's the way I'm not white enough, I'm not Mexican enough. There's just so many different things that come up in my face that I can't help but see.
Does this sound like someone in a healthy, supportive relationship? Or someone still struggling with deep insecurities that could be exploited? Their extreme personality differences raise even more red flags about long-term compatibility.
People know this, but like Selena's like the ultimate level of shy, like the ultimate level of shy. Like
I don't know a lot of people. Sometimes I get shy.
Couldn't be more of like an introvert, shy, which is crazy because she's the biggest star in the world, and it's like
I'm not. I hate
when she walked.
Relationship experts warn that this dynamic often leads to one partner dominating the other. Exactly what sources claim is happening behind closed doors. The most alarming evidence comes from their discussions about the future, including children, a topic that seems premature given the questionable foundation of their relationship.
I love children. I love making them laugh. They're just so sweet. So absolutely, when that day comes, I'm so excited for it.
Are these conversations genuine or part of a carefully constructed public narrative? Industry sources suggest the latter. What they want you to believe is that they're just two people who found love unexpectedly. But the reality appears far more calculated.
Talk about it.
Yes, but let's be clear. We are not the perfect.
No.
It's not perfect.
We're
This rare moment of honesty hints at much deeper issues they're hiding from the public. The final bombshell comes from Selena's own admission about her past mental state.
And 10 years ago, it's not that I wouldn't have wanted to be with you. I just wouldn't have been in the right headspace.
Psychological experts analyzing this statement suggest Selena may still be working through unresolved issues that make her vulnerable to unhealthy relationship patterns. As this relationship continues to unfold, more insiders are coming forward with concerns. While Selena and Benny present a united front publicly, sources close to them paint a very different picture behind the scenes. Their engagement announcement shocked even their closest friends, with some questioning if it's all for publicity or if there's something more sinister at play. One thing is clear. This relationship isn't the fairy tale they want us to believe. The evidence points to a carefully orchestrated partnership with questionable motives that has fans and industry insiders alike deeply concerned about what's really happening when the cameras stop rolling.
She did. I thought she didn't. Like I would see her and I would be like, does she not like me? People know this, but like Selena's like the ultimate level of shy, like the ultimate level of shy. Like
I don't know a lot of people. Sometimes I get shy. If this was a date, I definitely would have dressed like nicer.